What's up, you guys? It's your bitch Jordan. I thought I would do a little chit chat, get ready with me today. I don't have a lot going on, but god damn it. So I was supposed to go to the DMV today to get my license renewed, but I woke up at 3 p.m. Simple everyday makeup. We're gonna do that. So we can do a story time while we're doing this. This is disgusting. I don't know if you can see that, but like in the creases, it's freaking nasty, dude. Yeah, I love it. I love it so much. I have this friend, we'll call him Steve. So I haven't seen Steve in a really long time since I was in high school. He's a year older than me, so I took him to my homecoming senior year. But we used to be best friends, and then we just kind of lost touch because college gets busy and then life gets busy. So Steve was dating this girl, we'll call her, what do we call her? I don't know, what do we call her? We'll call her, Victoria. So Steve and Victoria were dating for like, I don't know, a year, and I didn't know that they broke up until I saw Steve for the first time. We hung out for the first time in a long time, and he told me that, yeah, shit went down, she wasn't the one, so I broke up with her. And we kept hanging out. He was helping me with some finance advice and stuff like that, and we met at Best Buy to look at cameras for filming, and then we went to get sushi because I was hungry, and then after sushi we went to my apartment to look online at cameras and then, you know, like talk about loans and stuff for when I go back to school. And so we're done hanging out, we're both tired, I bring him back to his car that's parked at Best Buy, and we're just sitting in the car, like, talking a little bit, kind of saying our goodbyes, and this white car pulls up in front of us. We're just in the parking lot, just parked, pulls up in front of us in the middle of the, like, in between the parking spaces, flashes their brights, and two girls get out. And one starts just like speed walking to my car, to the passenger side, and it's Victoria. She starts yelling at my friend. What did we call him? Steve? She just starts yelling at him, like, I caught you, blah blah blah, you're cheating, blah blah blah, and they're not even together anymore. You're cheating, blah, 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 and I can't believe you did this, blah, 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 like, throws my passenger car door at him, like, just whips it closed at him, at his leg, and there's a cat hair in my beauty blender. That's fucking disgusting. So she just whips my car door at him like it's nobody's business. Like, it's not his car door. It's not your car door. It's mine. You don't know me. So she runs back to the car. Steve is still sitting there. And the car then pulls around to the backside of my car, in between, like, the lanes of parking spots. And they're just sitting there with all their windows open. There's, like, it's packed with girls, just these random girls. just packed. And then, what am I trying to say? My friend Steve gets out of the car and kind of slams my door, like dick move. But he gets out of the car, goes over there to talk to them, and I'm like listening because the windows were like this open on both sides. So I'm kind of listening, like making sure everything's okay. I wasn't gonna leave just like that. I'm not just gonna leave my friend when he's dealing with a psycho ex-girlfriend, obviously. And I hear, what's her name, Victoria, yell at him, "Why is she still sitting there? Why isn't she fucking leaving?" And I'm just like, okay, is she a bitch? She's a bitch. Then my friend Steve, are we calling him Steve? I don't know. Steve, he yells, "Jordan, come over here. Talk to them with me." So I get out of the car and I go stand next to him in front of, like, she's in the back of the car with the window rolled down, and he's just like, "Have I ever tried to touch you? Have I ever blah 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 blah? Have I ever flirted?" All that stuff. Just like, no, we've been best friends. Literally, you have nothing to worry about. You're not even together. Just stop. This bitch is just like, "The only reason you're not dead right now is because I believe her, not you, blah blah blah. The only reason you're not in a grave right now." It's just like, okay, good thing I didn't leave. She's a psycho. Like, who says that? And shit, what happened after that? I literally forgot to say that Victoria, while I was standing there talking to her with Steve, was like, "Did you know we were there?" And I was like, "Where?" And she was like, "Your apartment. Your apartment." She had him on Find My Friends, and she followed us from Kobe's to my apartment, then to Best Buy. How psycho is that? So my friend brings up that I was abused in my last relationship. Brings it up. Uses it for ammo against her. And he's like, "She's scared of you. Like, she's traumatized right now. She's still traumatized. I showed you what she posted on her Finsta. I showed you the pictures of her bruises." Inner me was like really not okay with him doing that, but then what I actually did was like, yeah, he was being there for me, he was being a good friend, blah blah blah, just to be on his side, and I would bring it up later, which I still haven't. But I was just like, you know what? We'll go along with it because we love him, he's our best friend. Mall. So a security guard that like patrols the parking lot came up to us, like drove up to us, was like, "What are you guys doing?" And Steve's just like, "Don't worry about it, like, just saw some old friends." And the guy was like, "Good or bad thing?" He was like, "Well, it's not looking too good right now," all that, blah blah blah. So he drove off, and then the girls drove off, and they went to around the corner of Best Buy, but so you could still see them in the parking lot, just sitting there. And then Steve calls his friends, just giving him an update on the whole situation. And then they fucking come over slowly, like parking lot row by parking lot row. Like, they slowly make their way back over to us, like they keep stopping and parking. And then Steve, being the dumb ass that he is, he's like, "Yeah, come over here," like waving for them to come back. And she gets out this time, like after I'm already like just chilling by my car, and he's just like, "All right, you want to like talk? Let's talk." And they get in his car, and he's like, "Okay, see you tomorrow, Jordan." And Victoria fucking like it even matters. She gets all butthurt about it. She's like, oh my god, guys, he just said I'll see you tomorrow. Just like, as she's getting into the car with him. Like, does it matter, sweetie? Why? Why do you think it matters? Jesus. As I am pulling in, so I leave, obviously. As I am pulling into the parking lot of my apartment building, I get a phone call from Steve. And I was like, yeah, what's up? And he kept asking those questions to like prove himself of being like just a friend. Just like, did I ever make a move on you? Have I ever? Is that not the way I've always talked to you? Just like been rude, flirty. And I was like, yes, that's who you are. Just like all that. And just, and then as I'm laying in bed, I get a text message and he's like, I'm so sorry about all that. You know, I didn't know that was going to happen. And so we talked and I was like, okay, what did she mean by you cheated on her? And he told me that he wasn't allowed to have friends, which same. And he had talked to this girl that was a friend and like they were being flirty over text and she found it. And it was just a whole mess, but really he didn't mean anything because it was the only person besides his girlfriend at the time that was giving him attention, which I can relate. Yeah, that's the end of the story time. So I don't wear foundation on the daily, and my skin is thanking me. My skin is thriving. We love a good glow. Oh yeah, products. Tarte Skin Twinkle palette. Morphe Papa Rose palette. Better Skin powder foundation. Like, I'm a cheap hoe. I'm just using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in taupe because it's the best taupe brow pencil I have ever used. The color is just perfect. Like, it's not too, I don't know, it's not too warm. It's nice and cool toned. And I'm here for it. Ooh, my mom just told me that until I am the age of 24, financial aid, FAFSA will take my parents' taxes instead of mine. So I won't get as much money to go to school as I want. So that's cool. I love being broke. 4:47 and I haven't had my coffee. I honestly don't know what I'm doing with my life today. My lashes are so busted every day. Alright you guys, that was it for this video. Leave me a comment telling me what videos you want because content. Like and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!